Welcome to Season 3 of The Biz Show, sponsored by Investquire. Discover what's next with this insightful podcast. And now, your hosts, Barry and Lisa.
Hi, Barry. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How you doing, Lisa?
I'm doing fantastic. A little bit of stress going on, but you know.
You know, this week is flying by fast. I mean, it's only Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
I
It's
know.
not Thursday.
Oh, okay. Well, thank God for that, huh?
You want it to be Thursday, I think.
Oh, I don't know what I want it to be.
You have a lot of things going on. We all do. We're all trying to make a dollar, and
I'm still trying to figure out what I want to be when I grow up.
Oh,
and
no.
I'm 64.
Let me see. I'm going to give you a disc test.
Oh, no.
The disc test, the DISC test. We'll have to figure out your strengths and weaknesses, and then I can help you.
I have one of those.
Oh, yeah.
I've done that.
Those come in
And
handy
plus
when you're building a
the
team.
Myers-Briggs and stuff like that. I
Yes,
have all that on myself.
those are all great tests.
Yes, they are.
Absolutely.
And I think everybody should do those things.
Yeah, especially when you're a self starter. You know, you're starting your own business and you're bringing on a team of people. Like today, we have our team here with us.
We're going to do a roundtable today, aren't we?
I know. It's so nice to have you in person.
It's open form.
And we're actually wearing clothes.
Oh, my God. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, well.
Well,
okay.
sometimes
Don't make me blush now.
Sometimes we're sitting in our kitchens and we're barely awake, right? When we're recording our podcast and we're getting our coffee and my dog's barking. But today, we're at the office, folks.
We are in the office. We're dressed up to the hilt.
Yeah. So excited to have everyone at the table. I love this. I'm so excited.
It's a round table, but the table is not round.
It's rectangle.
It's a rectangle.
But
that's okay. It'll do.
For those of you folks that are into geometrics. Anyway.
Well, why don't you introduce everybody in the room?
Cool, yeah. So we have Barry Bestpitch, my co-founder of Investquire. We'll start there. You all know him from the Biz Show. Then we have Gegurina, who's a new licensee to our team. Actually, he's about to pass his license test any moment now. So welcome, Gegurina.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
Yeah, and we have Anthony Manifold. He's on my team now for a little over a year, my son and team manager.
Making a second appearance on the Biz Show.
There we go.
There
yeah,
you go.
we had him on the Biz Show before. That's right. We also had Gegurina.
Yes.
And then we have Jacqueline Jackson, who's on my team. She was the first member to join our team.
Yay.
Yes, and thank you so much for the invite. I really appreciate being here and being a part of the team. It's been wonderful.
We love having you, Jackie. And then we have Ameera Khatieb. She's also on our team, and she's here with us today.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
I'm so glad you're here, Ameera. Awesome. So that makes all of us, and I'm Lisa Marie Manifold.
You are. Last time I checked. Let's see. I don't know. Pull out your license. Let's see. If you are impersonating yourself or not.
I know. I wear a lot of hats.
We do. I don't know if I'm the janitor today or if I'm a management consultant.
I know. Yeah.
So, roundtable, right? So we're just going to kind of open it up for discussion. You have your team here today, so we have a lot of people. So why don't you just take the floor and kind of go with it?
Yeah, it's just so cool to figure out like how we all come from different walks of life and how different people can make a really great team. And so I'm really happy that I have all of you on my team because you all have different values that you bring to the table, different backgrounds, different experiences. And so it's always neat to find out what people's success stories are, where they came from, and how they, arrived where they are today. So I think we're just going to spend some time kind of sharing that, maybe some of the triumphs and successes that you've had along the way, or highlights of your journey, or pitfalls or failures. Always call them failure forwards, right, Barry? We say that a lot.
That's your term, fail forward.
Failing forward. I think they have a book about that, right?
Yeah. And it's so fun to see you build your team, right? So I've known you, Lisa, for over 20 years, right? I've seen you. I was one of your first clients buying a home from you.
I know.
And to see you blossom and grow from being a fledgling, brand new agent yourself into now, you're seasoned, you're hardened, you're battle worn, you're just like,
I'm still getting beaten up, let me tell you. A lot of different personalities in this business, that's for sure. But yeah, I mean, It's like, you have to believe in something and believe in yourself. And then those two things come together and the sky's the limit where you want to take it. but that I'm really looking in the faces of myself when I look at some of the individuals on my team, because I was scared, I was inexperienced, I was eager to learn, I was motivated, and I also had, the survival mode of having to provide for a family as a single mom. So a lot of those components came into play, but if you just plug forward, fail forward, believe in yourself, every day is a new day, put your best foot forward. There's the lady on my team, Jackie, you all just met her. She inspired me by saying that. She says, every day is a new day. And what is your line, Jackie?
Always do your best, no matter what it is. Your best may have been better yesterday than it is today, depending on what's going on in your life. So you just always got to show up to the table and give your best on whatever it is that you're doing.
That's right.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
That is so wonderful to hear, because sometimes, we don't feel like going to work. We don't feel like, dealing with a situation that we have in our company that may not be so pleasant. And Jackie just always comes to the table with a very pleasant, graceful attitude, very professional all the time. And so I just get inspired by working alongside a member of my team that is like that. In my most harried moments, she kind of brings me calm and just remembers, it's just life. It's part of life. It's part of running a company, and we're going to have ups and downs. But I did do it alone for a long time. And so this is the first time having a team of 6 or 7 of us, and hopefully some more people are going to join us soon. We're still growing our team. But it's my first time just having a team and really being able to enjoy the different aspects of the people on my team and what they bring differently, and how they're actually continuing to make me learn. When I've been doing this solo, I was never able to break through plateaus or continue to grow myself in such an expansive way. So that's what I love about us, Barry, too, just starting our company together, too.
Yeah, and you said something there that caught my attention, in the fact that, this is the first time for you to growing a team like that. So it's a learning experience for yourself as well, right? So
correct, yeah.
How to manage people and know that different people have different attitudes and characters and wants and needs, and then how to kind of work with that within the realm of business, right?
Yes, my weakness could be another team member's strengths.
Well, that's the good thing about teams, right?
Yes.
We all have our strengths, and
Yes.
we all have our weaknesses.
Right, and you and I are so bipolar opposite, yet we're born only a couple days apart.
Well,
couple days in a couple years.
I'm 64, so in a couple days.
I'm going to be double nickels this year.
Double nickels. So I got you by 9 years.
Yeah.
But if you want to be, you can be just a couple days apart from me, sure.
Yeah. Well, we get along so well, and we have a lot of, personality traits that are similar, but yet in business, we're very different. And that's what makes a good team.
Yes. Well,
Yes.
I'm looking forward to seeing what your team has to say.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I love having also the age differences on the team now that we're speaking about age, because we have, older, we got younger, we got middle age, we have me going through midlife crisis. Just kidding.
Wait, you're a granny.
I'm a granny. I'm a I love being a grandmother.
I'm a grandpa 3 times over, so.
Yeah, I know. Happy Father's Day, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. So speaking of that, we have some young entrepreneurs, and I kind of want to get inside their brain, because they show up just so eager and pounding the pavement and, practically literally breaking a sweat working.
What makes some of these people tick?
Yeah. Who wants to add some value to our conversation? Jake, Anthony?
Yeah, just kind of going back to kind of the point of having the team, and the cool thing about Lisa and kind of leaders like Lisa is that it's not just about who can do some tasks better than others, but it's about actually delegating those tasks and figuring out how can you be the most effective and efficient on a team, and that all starts from the leadership. And so what's cool about our team is that Lisa is really able to delegate tasks and figure out who's good at what, and in doing so, we're able to really be efficient with how we work. And I think that's just a super important thing that Lisa really highlights as a team lead. And so just kind of having that just kind of be in our sphere is super helpful. And I think that's really important for a lot of teams to focus on, especially when building a team, because a lot of times it's easy to get the members for the team. It's easy to get a couple processes in place. But as far as being efficient and growing with the team, there's certain things that need to come in from the leadership aspect, which we see every day from Lisa. And so that really helps me as a young agent or soon-to-be agent getting his license, just kind of navigate the industry and figure out kind of where I can put myself. Obviously, you can't wear every hat in the world, but figuring out which hats you can wear to kind of do the best for yourself and be the most successful, I think is really important and kind of influential as far as you kind of getting into the industry. And so just kind of, just talking about that with Lisa's team, it's a really great thing that we have. And I've seen a lot of other teams that have similar structures but don't have that leadership, and I think that's something that comes together for me and allows me to really flourish in this kind of new position.
Awesome. Thank you, Jake, for sharing. That's nice to hear your perspective.
It is, and you don't have to be kind to her just because she's your boss.
I don't have to.
But you brought up a good point about leadership, right? And I think Lisa and I manage a lot the same, right? So I take my team and all of my employees in the past, the hundreds that I've had, as they're just not employees, right? They are assets to the company, and I treat them as assets. And as a past CEO, I've always been in the minority because most companies and corporations look at employees as liabilities, right? And I always look at them as assets. If you treat them well, if you pay them well, if you give them all the resources they need, they're going to succeed. And if they succeed, your business is going to succeed. So good that you hit on that. And Lisa, she rides right up that road for sure.
Exactly. And you brought up a good point because, when I saw Ameera walk through the door, I saw a huge asset. And not to be like, oh my gosh, she's going to make me rich or whatever. But it was I just saw such a strong presence and just a huge amount of confidence walking in, sophistication, wisdom, just her beautiful personality. When we sat down actually at this table and we did the interview, she was just so versed in the world for being, I actually thought she was older. Not that she looks older, but she just seems so, she was so experienced. And I just wanted to say it's just been such a pleasure getting to know her because every time we come face to face, she's just a bundle of love and positivity and joy. And she just brings a huge spirit to the team. But not only that, she's so intelligent and entirely experienced that I just haven't even seen all of it yet. I know I haven't. And so I'm excited for you to blossom. I'm excited for you to continue on your road of this real estate career, wherever it may take you. And I'm happy that you're doing it alongside me.
Well, thank you so much, Lisa. Of course, coming from you, that definitely means a lot. We work hard 100%, to try to build the business that we strive to have. And, it's definitely easier said than done. That's for sure. Just like Jake said, we wear a lot of hats to try to balance everything. And I know, with your support, definitely we'll be able to accomplish anything we put our mind to because, real estate is hard. You're out there as an individual, as he said as well earlier. And that's something definitely super important that I feel like we should touch on. Just because, without you, I don't know where we would be. So I really appreciate all the words that you have to say as well. And, when I came into this office, it was really just meant to be, I feel like it was just by chance. I had it set in my mind that I was going to find, where I was meant to be. And I just so happened to walk in and meet you as well as Anthony. And, ever since then, nothing's been the same. We've been working ever since. And I hope, I'll keep my faith towards, a good outcome 100%, and I've been working very hard and I really appreciate you more than you know. So thank you for just being there, not only as a mentor, but as a leader.
Yeah.
Aww. I'll add my 2 cents to that. When Ameera came in, we just had Jackie on the team and it was just meant to be, as they said. And my experience of becoming an agent is very similar, to you all too, except I had the mentorship and leadership of my mom by my side since of course I was born. So she's taught me how to be a leader and to kind of help you guys and guide you guys in the right direction and learning what to say, what to write in an email, how to make a cold call. Those are all things I had to learn from scratch and I'm still learning alongside you guys. So I think it's perfect with you guys, of course, being close to my age and just learning alongside you guys. So I'm really grateful to have you and motivate you There was something I saw on TikTok today, funny enough, that what makes a good team is that we want each other to win. Not just because that's going to produce the most money or gain us power or some sort of social status, but it's because we really care about each other and we want each other to win. And that's what's going to keep us motivated and give us the life that we want, ultimately. So that's how I feel about you guys.
Well put. I really love that because you cannot succeed alone. So having us, it takes a village to build an empire. So we are on the right track, right, Barry?
There's a track, and we're on it. I hope that light coming is not a train, right, Jackie?
Yes. I just want to say I am so proud to be a part of this team, and I think it's really, really nice. I'm thankful that I ran into Lisa and how she had everything that I basically was desiring that I needed. She was from the Bay Area. I was from the Bay Area as well.
As am I.
We got a lot of Bay Area family here on our team, which makes it so unique. I mean, just being led here amongst other people who are also from the Bay and who's also working down here in Southern California makes it just very nice, very nice to do.
I remember when you came on board too. We were selling a school, and you had some daycare school knowledge, and you actually had your own daycare, so you've done a lot of stuff. So you were actually instrumental in helping us with the school and trying to find. Yes. So that's about the teamwork right there, and the things that we don't know, and you did.
Yes.
And you jumped right in.
And that's the great thing about having a team. I so much appreciate being here because all of our team members, Anthony, Jake, Ameera, we have our own connection. They're very, young and knowledgeable about making videos. I'm so excited to be able to do that. Jake also encouraging me to help make the videos, so that's awesome. And Ameera getting me out there to go to different broker tours, and it's just a really nice blend together when we can come together and we each play our own role in what we need to do. So
it does, and it also helps because how's that saying go? A man is an island or something like that, right? And so the more people you have, and I don't know a man or a woman or whatever, but there's a saying something like that. But I don't know everything. You don't know everything. And so, but as we grow as a group, then we bring those experiences, not just the business experiences, but the personal experiences too, right?
Yes.
I think that's such a good point because some people feel like they have to know everything to move forward. And that has been an eye-opener for me along in my journey too, because I was like, oh no, I'm going to fail. The customer's not going to choose me to work with because I don't know the answers, or I don't know, anything about this, neighborhood or the commercial side of real estate, and so there's just such a limiting belief around that. Like if you don't know enough or you don't know everything, then you're not going to do good at your job. But that is so untrue because you learn as you're helping clients and how as you're in a transaction. Every transaction has been so different, just as every person's needs are so different, right? So you're continually learning, so you can't have that limiting belief. I've learned along the way, and you can't let it stop you. You have to just dive in.
Yeah, and that's something that you really helped me with specifically, just because for me, getting into real estate, so I had no idea that I was going to be getting into real estate until about a year ago. So I went to school for wealth management. I thought I was going to be some type of stockbroker, somebody doing stuff with finances. End up going into my upper division classes, realize I don't like it, and then I'd fall into real estate. And so joining the team, I really had zero real estate knowledge. I have very minimal family, friends, and relatives that are in the industry. So I was really coming into this just with absolutely no preconceived notions, no knowledge about anything. And so now that I'm in the business and I'm starting to do more and more, at first I was really adamant on knowing every single thing to say and being absolutely 100% prepared for everything that I was doing. And I'm slowly realizing that's essentially impossible to always be 100% prepared. And that's something that I've kind of personally struggled with, is being able to kind of take myself away from that and realize that the amount of preparation that I have right now is okay. And a lot of times you just need to jump into things because you're never going to be 100% prepared, and it's never going to 100% make sense or be 100% the right time. It's always just about diving into things and seeing where that goes. And I think for a lot of us on the team, that's kind of been what's happened. And we've just kind of jumped into it, not really knowing what's going to happen. And we learn more and more every day. And we're not always 100% prepared for everything that we do, but we go out and we try it and we get better every single time. And we become more and more prepared as we do these things. And so my main point, long story short, is that you need to jump into things and get the hands-on experience, because you can't just study things and continually go through the books and the motions without actually doing the motions, because you're never going to truly learn and be able to replicate that without going through those repetitions.
Wow. I like it. I like it a lot.
Education, I'm a sponge, right? I love learning stuff, and there's things in my head that I learned from in my 20s. I still remember them, right? And they mean nothing, but nonetheless, I like learning. So you make a good point in the education part of it. But once you learn it, then you got to do it, right? You got to try it and see if it works for you, because sometimes it doesn't work. Right. As you said, when you started out in finance, but then you realized, I didn't like that. And you changed over, right? Was it? Yeah. So
I have Jake just made me think of something, because he just articulated that point really well. But I remember going into like broker tours and having to announce my listing. In fact, it still may happen. My knees buckle. Like, I get nervous to do public speaking in front of all of these people in the room. And so here I am on a podcast, but I don't get to see all of our listeners. So maybe that's,
I don't see you. I mean, we've done a few networking events where we've been up in front of crowds and stuff like that.
My voice starts shaking.
Really?
Public speaking. Oh, well, Anthony, I know. Anthony's got a story.
So my first broker tour into having my license, we were up in Brentwood. It was at the BJ's I grew up going to. And we're networking, eating cafe food or breakfast food, whatever it was. And everyone that has listings in the area goes up in front of everybody to announce them. My mom nudges me and says, "You have to go up and do it."
Oh, no.
I was like, "Mom, I don't know what to say." And she tells me X, Y, and Z. So I get up and I do it. And then I'm like, "Mom, I'm only going up there if you come up with me." Oh. So we come up together, and I say one of the listings, and then she pitches the other. And it was fine. You would never know that she has that fear of public speaking because of how well she presented herself. But we went up there together, and we conquered it together, because I have no fear of public speaking, and she knows that, so she was trying to take advantage of that.
There you go. And for me, I don't either. I was a lead singer in a band, so I'm used to talking to thousands of people, and singing to them really. But nonetheless, as a guest speaker too, I've given many lectures, and to me, it's just everybody's there to learn something. I'm even there as a speaker to learn something, or as a singer to learn something, right? Maybe I can't hit that high C like I used to, whatever the case might be.
It does get lonely at the top. So when you do have somebody alongside you, it just makes it so much more rewarding. And so that was just a good example. Yeah, Anthony walked up there and I had confidence. So yeah, don't try to do life alone.
Yeah, alone is a terrible thing, right? So what are some of the challenges that you guys are seeing or feeling right now here? I mean, I know that a lot of you guys are new agents, so I'm assuming probably just trying to drum up the business and the leads and grow your business, right? How's that coming for you guys? How's it working out?
Well, me as a previous business owner, I really never had to go out and put myself out there knocking on doors or trying to call people to get business. It always just came to me because of the service that I provided. So people were knocking on my door. So this is a new adjustment to be able to be comfortable enough to go out there, knock on doors, and speak to people and invite them in as far as who you are and what type of business you're doing, and if they're interested in buying or selling, and then also doing the same thing as on the phone calls as well. With this real estate business, it has so many facets to learn, in regards to finding a lead system, the CRM, all of these different things that we have to learn. Being able to put together a video, right? Being on social media, all of that.
It's all scary in the beginning, isn't it?
It is very scary, especially when you're not used to putting yourself out there. And of course, I'm a little bit older than.
No,
my
I'm the oldest in the room. I'm going to say that now.
So trying to learn all of these different skills and techniques, and all this technology, is become a challenge, and I'm really surprised because I was that young person before that was able to do all that. Now I'm like, okay, wait a minute, maybe I better get one kids to do it or something, a younger person to do it. So it's challenges, but as Jake said, we just got to jump in there and we got to make it happen. We got to overcome some of those challenges and just take, one day at a time and just learn something new every day.
That you said that, I like that. And the fact that for me, as I progressed in my career, I was challenging and I had competitions between other people and stuff like that. Today, I don't do any of that anymore because I don't care. The only competition I have is myself from yesterday, right? So I just try, and here's my motto now. I try to do 1% better today than I did yesterday. And then in 100 days, guess what? I'm 100% better than what I was 100 days ago. And that way, that's very easy. It's a very easy goal to accomplish, right?
Always do your best is what Jackie says.
That's what she says.
You guys align on that for sure. I have a story about Jackie explaining her challenges and learning everything.
Uh-oh, you're on the spot now, Jackie.
The first day I had my license, she put like 100 tasks on me. I was freaking out, and I was working another job at the time. And one of the main tasks that I really did not want to do and I thought was so difficult was inputting names into the CRM. She was like, upload all your contacts and tag them and set them on a drip campaign. I'm like, what does that mean? What is a CRM? What is a drip campaign? So it's not just you, Jackie. It's not because you're a little bit older than us. It's we all face the same challenge as being a new agent, Yeah. So I just thought I would give you the confidence in that.
Well, Ameera, anything that you want to add to any of that?
I think I can 100% agree, and I definitely had, of course, my own challenges like anyone else getting started. I mean, I had just gotten my degrees, and I was kind of in a transitional phase from doing property management before this. I tried to keep myself within the field, and so this was totally different. Property management is more like corporate based, 9 to 5, 9 to 6. And then jumping into real estate, I feel like I was all of a sudden, my routine was everywhere. Like I had 1,000,001 things to do, and just to try to maintain. And I think also there are like transparently maybe some, like things that you have to prepare for and plan for when you're thinking to get your license and kind of really start, especially if you're going to do it full time. And I think that I underestimated some of those things. Like I jumped in full force and I was ready to just like go, 100% at it. And I've been like, don't get me wrong, but it just, it definitely does. It takes a little bit more time than I thought. I thought I was going to jump in and the deals were going to be flowing as soon as I got my license. Like I thought that was the only barrier, but definitely, yeah, it's hard work, consistency, and just juggling all those hats like they said as well.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, as you said that, right? A lot of people go into different businesses or different careers and they think it's going to be easy as soon as they jump in, and there's just one little barrier or hurdle. As soon as they tackle that, everything's just going to flow. And it's not. It's up to you to make it flow, right? No one else is going to make it flow. You've got to get out there. For you guys in real estate, you got to, do the knocking on the door, the phone calls, and finding out who wants to sell and who wants to buy. And then for management consulting for us is making phone calls as well and finding out who needs services and what type of services they need. Whether do they need financial services? Do they need help starting a business? Whatever the case might be. And it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight is the key thing here, right?
Right. And it kind of goes back to what Jake said. You basically just got to prepare yourself and just jump in, because nothing's ever going to be right. Even when it's looking at buying a home or selling a home or starting a business or whatever it is, you basically just got to trust your gut, jump in and go. And I know that's how I started my original first business as well.
Absolutely. And it's never too late to learn and improve. And that's one thing that I learned day one being on this team with Lisa is we were sitting there talking, she's explaining some stuff to me, and all of a sudden she goes, oh my gosh, I didn't know that's how this worked. And you had just found out something. You've been in the business for 23 years and you just learned that today. And so that having that ability to continuously learn and keep on building on yourself is super crucial. And that's just something that, is kind of highlighted here with everybody learning and, being at different places in life. We're all able to learn from each other, and we're all learning constantly every day. And just having that ability to do so is really what's allowed this team to, I think, connect and really flourish together.
Awesome. I love it. Yeah. And be willing to admit, when you make a mistake. And I'm willing to show you guys that I don't know it all. I'm not perfect. I am your team leader. I'm still learning alongside you, and you bring so much value to me. So that's why I'm so happy to be still learning. Otherwise I'd be bored, and I don't know. I probably not want to do this career anymore. But that's why, I started the business career with, or company with Barry Bestpitch, because it did offer me diversity. And then all of a sudden I saw my team start just growing organically out of the earth without any intentional effort. And so that made me know, I'm going to still do real estate and do the business brokerage. But I love learning so much, and this podcast has been a learning experience for me. So that's why I'm just continually willing to go forward and grow all of your businesses, so I could step away from the real estate residential side and then dive into Barry, into business with Barry more further. But I did want to say that this team is cool because Ameera has the property management background, the experience with tenants and landlords. She knows the laws. She also knows multi-units. So she brings that value and that expertise to the table of that background. Jacqueline knows about businesses that are being run from your home, how to look at a home as also not only your personal investment, but how to make money while you're living there, and how to do that business from your home. She has specialized in daycare, so she knows a lot about running daycares from your home and from other, commercial facilities. And she also offers value to parents and business owners that do that as a profession, because she teaches classes on that. And now her niche and specialty is helping those business owners, look for other properties. So be sure to reach out to Jackie, because she offers just such value in that and how to make it all tie together. And then we have Jake, who's going to be licensed, but he's really finding a little bit of interest in specialty in the business world, the business arena. So he's been tackling the ground, like literally, I don't know where he is, but he's always walking into businesses and talking to business owners. And he's had some really valuable conversations with business owners that are now in his CRM system. They're calling him and they're asking when they could talk again or meet in person again. And there's no stopping Jake. He's just out there making connections and making like really good relationships. And so you're not gonna have a problem, but I just see you kind of like venturing into the business world with Barry and I. But I could be wrong. You could change your mind or show me something new tomorrow, because you're like always you're always evolving. And then Anthony has this whole background in like the sports niche. He was a communications major. He did his own TV shows and newscasting shows through the college. Loves to, like I said, be a speaker. And he's just really brings value to each person that gets to come in contact with him. So I've gotten numerous compliments from other agents in the industry. They call me up the minute they leave the open house and they're like, "Was that your son?" And I'm like, "Oh, Anthony Manifold. Yes, he was at the listing today." And they just praise him up and down. And so I feel very blessed that I have a son that is just so like, personable in the world and professional and just a really great.
Wait, did you say professional?
He's professional.
Anthony professional? Come on.
He's in a black.
No, I'm teasing.
Black
I'm
shirt
teasing.
Today. He's looking pretty sharp.
It does.
He has slacks on, no slides.
No,
nice shoes.
No golf shorts or anything. Not yet. Not today.
Yeah, Barry's known Anthony since he was born, basically.
I do. I know Anthony.
All my
he was
kids
in diapers.
Barry used to teach Danielle to play the guitar, and so we go way back, Barry.
We do. Mm-hmm. And this is only half your team, right? You got other team members, right? You got Peter and
Peter can't be with us today. He's working his HOA job in the homeowners association world, which kind of ties into Ameera's expertise. But Peter loves to bring so much fun to our team. He's artist background.
Yes.
He's funny. He's very funny. And he also does our open house listings. Yeah. So he's
cool.
probably going to.
Well, I think we're running out of time, so we need to wrap it up. But, it's a very good and a valuable lesson just to see you build this team and the diversity of the team of all the things that people bring in from different perspectives. It makes the team stronger. So, kudos to you.
We'd love to hear from you guys that are building teams out there, and maybe you can offer me some tips, since, you know, our team is like growing rapidly, and I would love to hear from the audience on some, you know, tips and suggestions and things that you do that work.
We are starting to get the people now that are reaching out to us. So that's cool. And we got a few people that have reached out and said, hey, I want to be on your podcast too. So we're working on those as we do. Yeah. But anyways, that's a wrap. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. You can catch us at investquire.com, Lisa and myself. And then where are we on Facebook?
Well, we have a Biz Show Facebook page and an Investquire Facebook page. So
please don't forget to subscribe, guys. I mean, that really does help a lot. We're now up to like almost 22,000 listeners. Nice. But we've got like 170 subscribers.
Wow.
But that's the nature. Hit
the subscribe button, right?
Yeah, you hit that subscribe button, please, because what that does
it's not a commitment, it's just a click.
It's just a click. You're right. And the thing is that then takes the algorithm, and then they put us out there in searches and stuff like that. And that how often we get put in the search depends on how many subscribers we have.
Right. Yeah, we need to get
so help us grow
some more
the
subscribers.
Biz Show, please.
Yes.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you all for coming.
Thank you guys all for being here. Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Biz Show podcast. Subscribe to stay updated and follow Barry and Lisa on Facebook at The Biz Show. Share your comments or suggest specific business topics you'd like to hear. Bye.